that looks good. All right, we got that vanilla candy coating. We're gonna make an awesome Easter bark today. We're gonna get 2 pounds of this. It's gonna melt in this crock pot. And we're gonna add 12 ounces of white chocolate chips. And spread that around the edges. All right, now let's cook this on high for about an hour to an hour and a half until it melts, and then we'll add the rest of it. Okay, nice and melted. Stir that up a little bit. Okay, now we're gonna grab some peanuts. I got some lightly salted. We're gonna do about half a can of that. So what is that, 6 ounces? And then I'm gonna grab some pretzel twists. Just gonna kind of break those up. Okay. Maybe a cup or so of that. Let's stir this up. You want to make sure that all this gets coated by the chocolate. Put a little bit more pretzels. Make sure that all that's nice and coated. So now I have parchment paper, baking sheet. So what I'm gonna do is grab my little cookie scoop. I get a cookie scoop worth. Put that right there. No size is right or wrong. We're just scooping these out so these can harden. And then we're gonna Easterify them. Is that a word? Probably not. We're gonna turn them into some little Easter eggs. Now, we're gonna grab some of these Easter blend pastel M&Ms. And these are amazing. We're just gonna kind of sprinkle those on there. Now to top it off, we got some Easter sprinkles. Just gonna do some sprinkles on this. Make it even more pretty. And you want to do all this before it hardens, because it's going to really soak into there. And then you just flip this thing. Kind of cool. Some blue crystals. Looks like those little candies that you eat. What do we got next? Ooh, some. Looks like the sprinkles they put on donuts. Okay, so you can either set this out, room temperature, let it cool down, or if you want to speed up the process, I'm gonna put it in the fridge for about 30 minutes to an hour and let these harden. We're gonna try it out. Wow, look at those. Nice and rock hard. Let's take some of these off. Oh, baby. Look at that. So nice. Comes off the parchment paper perfectly. Guys, this might be the best crafty dessert I think I've made. I usually tend to mess these up, and I think I did pretty darn good. I might even post this one on the internet. Let's see. Wow. All right, we can't just look at it though. We gotta try it out. Here we go. That's good. A lot of textures going on. Chocolate's really nice. Guys, you gotta try this one for Easter, seriously. Look at that. Pick a card, any card. We got unsweet, semi-sweet, white chocolate. All right, you picked white chocolate? Let's start with that. Let's put that on our wax paper baking sheet. Next up, we got the unsweetened. I'm gonna kind of make that go crazy. Then we got semi-sweet. And we want to mix these different colors because we're gonna make a little marbleized effect. That's gonna be awesome. One more semi-sweet. And then let's do, at last, we'll do the white chocolate. Kind of leave that right there. Okay, now let's put this in the oven on 350 for 20 minutes, let that melt, and then we'll get going with the rest of this Christmas bark. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Okay, so now what we want to do is take a knife And you just want to swirl this. Now, before this hardens, I want to grab some Teddy Grahams. Whatever Christmas crackers or little things that you can think of. I'm just going to kind of spread those out on there. I'm going to do a few vanilla wafers. Just a couple of these here and there. Beautiful. And then let's do some holiday M&Ms. Sprinkle those on there. Beautiful. Let's do some pecans. I love me some pecans. Sweet and salty. A handful of those or so. And then always gotta top it off. Well, let's do one more little sweet thing. Do a few saltine crackers. Just kind of place those ever so often. Beautiful. And then last but not least, we're gonna use some red sugar topping. Just kind of make this look pretty. And then we're gonna do some green. Just to decorate it for the holidays. So this is gonna turn into our bark, and I'm gonna throw this in the refrigerator real quick, let this harden, and then we'll bust it up. All right, let's see how it turned out. I think you just grab it and like, or maybe do you hit it? I don't know how to make bark. I can just get this middle part to break. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now I'm in there. Okay, now we're breaking. Now we're breaking. All right, that was good. Get that parchment paper off there. There's your good chunk. Let's see if we got some more good chunks. Oh yeah. Look at that. Got that vanilla chocolate on there. Sorry I made a little bit of a mess, but guys, ooh, that's a good piece right there. That's a really good piece. Just keep on breaking this apart. It's supposed to be messy, guys. It's bark. Holiday bark. All right. Gonna keep breaking that up. Looking good, looking good. Ooh, yeah. Those are good pieces right there. And you can put whatever toppings you want, like crackers, nuts, whatever works for you. Trail mix, this is pretty much what that is. All right. Looks like we got most of it. Look, check this out. That looks good. I think this piece has like a little bit of everything on it, so let's just try this one out. It got a little messy, not gonna lie. But the end result is what matters. And look at that. That is perfection right there. All right, we got our 2 bananas. We're gonna make a really good, healthy chocolate peanut butter bark.
Yum, yum, yum.
With bananas as the base. You ready for that? Quit eating my bananas. So we're gonna get 2 bananas. You want them to be pretty ripe. So I found some good ripe ones. Just gonna slice all that up.
Slice and dice.
Slice and dice. And then you could use a regular knife, but I like to use my Ulu knife from, I was about to say Italy, from Alaska. Made out of real bone. And
really?
hand carved by a local Alaskan. Fun fact. All right, we got a pan with parchment paper, and we are gonna get down to business. So let's get these bananas lined up. You want them touching each other. You don't want any gaps if you can. Just finish this row and we'll be good. Let's take this one. Yeah, all right. Now that we have that, what you want to do is get about a cup of peanut butter.
Oh, it's peanut butter?
Oh yeah. And I melted it. You don't have to. I just think it makes this a lot easier. But you're just gonna kind of drizzle that all along the banana rows.
And then use the sharpest knife you have?
Get the sharpest knife you can. Oh wait, I have a spatula right here.
Oh, okay.
You guys always told me to use this thing, and I got it just for you guys, and then I forgot to use it. How crazy am I? Okay, now I'll spread that out evenly.
Gosh.
It already looks good, right?
Probably gentle though, right?
Yeah, it'd be pretty gentle. I just get excited.
Okay.
Okay, now a bag of dark chocolate chips, probably like 10 ounces, I think. Add some oil and melt it on there. And you just want to pour that right on top of there. No rhyme or reason. You just want to get it all in there. Now that that's on there, let's kind of cover that up a little bit. It's okay if these mix just a little bit. Just kind of spread that love all across. Now, next step, what you want to do, you want to grab that cutting board that we had. And I have some roasted peanuts. About, I don't know, half a cup or so. I'm just gonna take my hammer and I'm gonna beat it, crush it, smash it. That looks pretty good. Okay, now let's bring this back. All right.
I know what you're gonna do.
Oh yeah.
Just so.
Now I'm gonna kind of do this by hand because I want to be able to control it more. Okay, and then last step, if you want, I'm gonna add some salt to this. Just a little bit,
Test it.
not too much, just some real chunky salt. Give it that sweet and salty. All right, now let's put this in the freezer for an hour and it should be super hard and ready to snack on. Oh my goodness, look how perfect it looks. It's so awesome. Just kind of peeling it off right now. I want to show you the back side of this. It looks so cool. Whoa, well there you go.
That looks amazing.
Look at that.
Wow.
Just breaks right apart. And flip it back over. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Look at that. And then you just grab a piece and you try it. I don't know. Oh yeah.
Yeah? Oh yeah?
Oh yeah. Salty, sweet, everything you could want. And healthier. Wow. Alright, we got some pretzels we're gonna spread out on this baking sheet with wax paper on it, just so things don't stick too much. That looks good. Then I got that Act 2 popcorn, the classic stuff. I like to open it with my scissors so my hands don't get all greasy. I'm gonna spread that open. And I made one of these for like a Christmas version, but today we're gonna make a Valentine's Day version of this awesome recipe that you guys really love. So we're gonna spread that popcorn on there. And then I have a cup of white chocolate melted. I'm just gonna pour right on here. That looks good right there. I think I used the almond bark stuff last time, but I really wanted this one to be more chocolatey. So I'm just gonna get all that out of there. Just gonna use my spatula, get the rest of that. And this is about a cup for me. If you want more, you could do that or less, either way. Before we move any further, we're gonna kind of stir this in. Just get it all chocolified. Is that a word? I don't think that's a word, but it is today. This is the perfect treat for Valentine's Day because we're gonna use some colorful sprinkles and candies, and it'd be perfect to like send your kids to school with, or just surprise them with a little snack after school, whatever it may be. I think that looks pretty good right there. Okay. Some red candy melts, and they had the hot pink one too, but my store didn't have it today, so I'm just gonna use the red, which is still gonna look really cool. We're gonna do some of this. I'm just drizzling it and kind of shaking it so it kind of looks artistic. I'm gonna go sideways. Probably get this spatula to help me out a little bit. You guys know we got to get all that goodness out of there. Can't leave any of that behind. See a couple empty spots. We got the cute little Happy Valentine's Day M&Ms. These are awesome because they're all colored with the colors of the Valentine's Day. So we're just gonna dump this whole bag. This is a 6-ounce bag. So if you were doing regular M&Ms, just wanna do 6 ounces. If you have any other red candies or pink candies, you could throw them on there. It would also taste great. Now I have my Valentine's Day sprinkles. Got all kinds of colors. I'm gonna use a couple of these, starting with these hearts. Just gonna sprinkle some of these hearts on there. All right, and we're gonna do some of these glittery pinks. These tiny little dust sugar cubes. Look how pretty that is. That one's real nice. Okay, that looks pretty good. Nice and sugary. Okay, let's put this in the freezer for about an hour or two and it should be good to go. Oh man, that turned out good. Nice and hard. That is perfect. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna start kind of crunching this up. You wanna break it up. And I'm not gonna do like strips of bark for this because I'm gonna store it in like a mason jar as if I were giving it like for a gift kind of thing. So just kind of crunch it up into sizes that'll go into a mason jar. I'll start filling it up with these chunks. And I could like give this to a friend, take this to school for a nice holiday snack. It's just perfect and it looks pretty. You could put a bow around it. I mean, possibilities are endless, but look at that. It's nice and pretty. Let's try some out. I'm gonna try this piece right here. That looks really good. I always love sweets with popcorn. The nice butter, salty mix. That is so good, guys. Look at that. That looks amazing.